Hey friends, welcome to Flow with River. I think what I would like to talk about today is hair. I just put my hair in braids and I'm like, wow, my hair grows. I have really fast growing hair. It is one of those things that just is. So the reason I would like to talk about hair is that there are a lot of conditions out there that can create hair loss, hair thinning. We're familiar with the males and, male pattern baldness and things like that. However, which is more of an accepted thing in our culture. But for women, it's not, and I feel like it's a bit more challenging now. I'm not a guy. My dad's bald. I love bald guys. I think it looks great. But women, again, it's hard. So there's many reasons why people can have their hair completely fall out, really thin. Obviously, there's the, cancer going through things like chemo, radiation, things like that are basically our hair is one of the places that, it helps keep us warm and things like that. But other than that, it doesn't serve really a lot of purpose. So when your body's going through something really intense like chemo, radiation, some serious diseases, especially like autoimmune diseases, not a lot of them, but autoimmune diseases, it's the last place that your body really needs to put its energy into growing hair, right? It has a lot of other things that it needs to focus on. So things like some of the thyroid conditions can lead to hair loss. Stress is a big one. Adrenal fatigue, that can cause some issues. I know for myself, I did a really long water fast once for health purposes. I was healing myself, and I remember when I was about, getting into day 20, plus, and then after the fast even, my hair started to fall out like a lot. Like I read this thing once where it said approximately 100 hairs fall out of our head a day on average. So, don't freak out if you see hairs in the shower, in the bed and stuff. That's normal. But I mean, I was like losing a lot of hair, and it was a bit like, holy crap. But my body it was focusing on other things in my body that it needed to sustain more than my hair. I've had, I know several people who have lost their hair, and so that brings me to the point of wigs. And wigs are incredibly expensive to buy if you've ever investigated them. I have a friend who had lost her hair and has several wigs, and they're beautiful. You would never know that she does not have hair, but really expensive. And so they make it out of human hair. Now there's synthetic wigs, like I have a purple synthetic one that I wear to Halloween and stuff like that, but I'm talking about like the real wigs for people that really are in need. Leukemia, like kids, a lot of times, when kids are going through cancer and stuff like that, they lose their hair. So there's some great services out there like Locks for Love. Now Locks for Love focuses a bit more, I feel like it's, and please don't quote me on this, but from what I remember investigating, it's a bit more pointed at like kids and people with like cancer and things like that. So it is you gift your hair to them, they make wigs and give it to people who are in need and who can't afford or purchase their own. So I have donated my hair twice to Locks of Love. The first time I remember just randomly, I was in Kansas City, and it was Valentine's Day, and I was like, I'm just gonna chop off my hair. It just felt like the right time to do it, you know? And so I cut about 18 inches off my hair. So my hair was incredibly short after that, you know, like that short, shaved up the back kind of thing, a little bit longer in the front. So it was 18 inches. And then 4 years later, which was 2 years ago, I chopped off about 18, 20 inches. And that was on St. Patrick's Day in Las Vegas, just random times. It's not like I set intentions to do this. It was just kind of ironic, but the same thing. My hair was, you know, like shaved up the back, kind of longer here, but not this long. So that time I did a little more investigating. Like, you could actually sell your hair. Like, I could have probably got a few $100 for my hair. But they pay you if you haven't dyed or permed your hair, things like that. And I believe there's stipulations like that as well when you're giving your hair to Locks of Love. So I've never colored my hair ever, and I don't perm my hair anymore since the 80s. Go 80s. And so anyway, I figure my hair grows about 4 inches a year. So this is 2 years in. So, you know, maybe a little bit more. This is in a braid. I just have a lot of hair. So the reason I'm saying this is, if you are thinking about cutting your hair and you want to give your hair to a purpose that is really, really powerful and helps a lot of people, I would highly suggest Locks of Love. I remember when I was working in Alaska one year, they actually had a service that came and set up a big booth, kind of like at a festival up there, and people could go and get their hair cut off, and it would go to Locks of Love, which I thought that was really cool. So it's just a way of giving back. So it does have to be a certain length. I can't quite remember. I feel like it has to be maybe 12 inches or they won't accept it. So, but just something to keep in mind. You can Google, check it out. And yeah, I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow. All right. Have a great day. Bye.